high safety standards that all of the racers have to adhere to. Before every race, each one of these boats has gone through completely by our safety controllers to make sure that they fall into the approved categories and the approved rules for safety. It's really a big deal. So, we're firing the boats up. We're going to get some racing underway. Are you folks ready to see some more racing? Let's make some noise. The battle is about to begin. It's money time. These guys just barely made it in to the 8 cut. After 3 DNFs in a row, they put together a time and make it into the 8 cut. It's Larry Hines and Jay Correa in boat 71. It's time to race. The Island breaks loose in the back end. The run's good. They're heading for home. And they do it. .53.740. For boat 71, Jamie and Leslie Hassel. In boat 59, the Fat Buddies coming to race. Jamie and Leslie Hassel. Nicely done through the weave. And a quick exit. So, the Hassels self-eliminated. Boat 623, the rookie from Oregon. Clint has had some interesting runs today. He is an auto body painter, and if you look at this vehicle, his boat, those are not stickers. That's an actual paint job, and a beautiful paint job. So yeah, I'm giving a little bit of a plug if you ever, need your vehicle painted. 623, Clint Birch, Patrick Wiggins. This is the furthest that he has gotten this year in sprint boat racing. Swings it wide. Catches some bank, keeps it in the water, kicks up the mud. And out he comes, get away from the fence. Kiss. And that will be a DNF for Clint. Well, if you can't win, please the crowd. So, The safety crew will make their way over, inspect the fence. It definitely did touch the fence. We just need to find out whether it punched through it or not. So our safety crew over there. We've got the tractor making its way over for Clint. Not the way that you necessarily want to make your way off the track. Clint also at yesterday's show and shine. And they're going to get him back in the water. Yeah, he's going to... He's not going to take the ride. Not when you can put the boat back in the water. And we got some flames. So this is one thing that drivers don't want to see is the safety crew grabbing the fire extinguishers. The stuff is very corrosive. Been a couple of times where fire extinguishers have been brought out for the boats, and directly afterwards you will see the boat crews madly cleaning that boat up, trying to erase any speck of the flame retardant because it is so corrosive. Eats through hoses, metal, and everything else. Give him a round of applause. So it looks like we get to take the parade route. At yesterday's show and shine, I chatted it up with Clint a little bit about his first year in sprint boat racing. Your fourth race of the season, fourth race in your career. You're the one of a number of this fairly large rookie class this year. You came real close in the last race of making it into the 8 cut, which is part of the eliminations. What's it going to take to get you to the next step, Clint?
Well, we are giving that boat everything it's got, and so when we're running wide open, we need more pump. I think the motor's probably good. We just need more pump, and we're just going to hone my driving skills is what we're after.
Well, talk about that, because I mean, you only get about a minute per run in the boat. How hard is that to get the experience to actually get comfortable in the boat?
Well, it seems to be coming a lot quicker than what you would think, but it's just trying to get smooth. And, smooth is quicker than just jerking around. So that's where we're trying to just stay smooth.
Have you had a chance to take a look at this track yet?
Very little. I looked at it last year, just watching them go around it, but not really looked at it. We're going to go look at it tonight.
So for you, every track is a new track.
It is. It is.
How difficult is that? I mean, just as a new driver, all the different things you got to learn, plus on top of that, memorize the track.
It's quite a bit, because we're learning even just how to memorize the track. We're learning new stuff every time we go out. We're learning to go, we could have done this and made it a little easier. So, like I say, it's all learning for us. So.
Yeah. What's so far the most important thing that you've learned about it? Just walking around. So Clint learns a lot, makes it into the eliminations for the first time in his career, and unfortunately he's out a little bit earlier than he'd expected, but a good day of racing for Clint, no doubt about it. Give him, again, a big round of applause as he makes his way out. The 8 cut and the eliminations brought to you by First Federal Bank for all of your banking needs, strengthening our communities for over 90 years. It's First Federal. Also, Peninsula Bottling, bringing you the eliminations here. Peninsula Bottling and Pepsi, the sponsor of ESP since the inaugural race in 2011, and a big special thank you for them taking care of the Pepsi Challenge.
Good opportunity for anybody that's wondering how deep our channels are. That's about waist deep.
Also brought to you by All Weather Heating and Cooling, a proud sponsor of ESP since 2011, and Copycat Graphics, ESP's exclusive sign and banner sponsor. So 2 boats self-eliminated. 1 boat has made it through, boat 71. Larry Hines and Jay Correa. Robert Cox and Amy Cox, the husband-wife team from Idaho, and boat 49, 049. Will fire it up, and the little Ford that could will be on the track. You can pick up Robert's T-shirts, by the way, over there at Scream Designs. Scream Designs, of course, with a huge selection of sprint boat shirts. They're sort of the main game when it comes to sprint boat racing shirts. You'll see all sorts of team shirts over there. Many of the racing teams have their shirts designed by Scream Designs. Okay, if you want one of the Sinister T-shirts, here's what we're going to do. You're going to have to bring us a cooler to the foot of the stairs. The first person to bring a cooler to the foot of the stairs without killing someone. You're the man. Here you go, buddy. Enjoy your Sinister T-shirt. We want to thank you to Bill Sparling for coming up to the booth and giving us some swag to give away. Can't wait to see Bill back on the water. The guy is a fierce racer, and he is also part of this really stellar rookie class of racers that are making American sprint boat racing what it is. 049 on the way out. Racing continues. It's a beautiful thing. So Larry Hines and Jay Correa actually having an easy time of it as racer after racer makes the mistake and eliminates themselves. Here we go. Robert does the weave. Wide on that corner, grabs some bank. Gets a little bit of the rodeo ride in that far corner. I don't think he's going to bring it in under 50, but he's going to push it hard to the very end. He gets it good and clean with a time of 60.634 unofficially. And the time stands, so it is good. A 50.634. Boat 156 is Ron DeMoe and Stephen Church. Willamette Valley Refrigeration, one of their main sponsors. So 156, Ron DeMoe, third-year racer, looking to make his mark out here today as he marches forward into the eliminations. Little wide on that corner, gets kind of crazy. All of those bank hits, all of those fishtails bleed time and momentum off the boats. Good and done. So a clean run with A time of 52.297. Boat 99 from Sequim, Washington. Dylan and Terry Cummings in boat 99. Jeepers Creepers. Coming up as soon as we can, we'll join Adam, who's down in the pits. He's our pit boss today, I like to call him. So Dylan close to bringing it in under 50 in his last run. Can he do it here? The two fastest boats in the class still have to come out. Dylan is not going to pick his foot up. He can't afford to do it. Did there a little bit. Still very nice and smooth. And that's the way Dylan's going to have to run, is to be as smooth as possible. Because he does not have the fastest boat out here, so he has to be the best racer on the track to get a great time. He could bring it in under 50. Will he? Not quite. Still a great run. Call it good. 50.521. Eric Werner in boat 146, one of two boats in the class to bring it in under 50 seconds. Boat 146, Jolly Roger. So, sitting on the bubble, it is Larry Hines and Jay Correa in boat 71 with a 53.740. Anything better than that, they're done for the day. The run is good. 4.8.739. Larry Hines and Jay Correa eliminated from the eliminations in boat 71 on the bubble. It is Ron DeMoe and Stephen Church in boat 156 as Dennis Hughes and Mattia Haskey in the fastest boat in the eliminations in the class for the day make their way out as the last of the supermods in the 8-cut. So Ron DeMoe waits to see what happens with Dennis Hughes and Mattia Haskey. Davis Office Furniture, one of their main sponsors. Boat 69 consistently running the fastest times in the class today. It could be his best run of the day. Score! Yeah, that was good. 46.295. Ron DeMoe is out of it. Let's quickly go down to the pits where Adam is standing by. Adam.
Thanks, Bill. We're down at with the number 71 crew, the censored team. Eliminated now, but your first time at the Port Angeles track. What'd you guys think?
Awesome. Couldn't be better. Just got so much going on here, and beautiful place. Can't wait to come back. Go again.
All right, well, good luck next time, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Adam. Boat 47, Darren and Autumn Swindoll, barely making it into the 8 cut here in the 400s. I think this is the first time that the Bandits have made it into the elimination. It'll be interesting to see how hard that Darren is going to push it. He's a new driver, and one and done for him, so a DNF. Still, though, I mean, his first time in the eliminations, you give him credit for being a rookie and making it in, so a great day for him. Give him a round of applause and the entire Bandit team, working hard. Boat 151 from Albany, Oregon now, sponsored by Monster Energy Drinks. It is Kyle Patrick and Rick Harris. They are up on the trailer still. Boat's warming up, and they are now in the start pond. So it's going to be an exciting 4-cut in the Super Mods, with 0.08 of a second separating the number 4 and the number 3 times. And then, of course, you have Dennis Hughes, who still a good 2.5 seconds ahead of Eric Werner's best time, which just now was a 48.73. Boat 151, Kyle Patrick and Rick Harris. It's been an odd and kind of a rough day for Kyle. Time that he hits that corner wide and grabs the bounce, that jet comes out of the water and it slows him down a little bit. Still, he's got a time that could put him in under 50 if he hangs on to it. He gets it done. Great run for Kyle Patrick. His best on the day. .915. By far his fastest run of the day, which earlier was a 52.4. So, yeah, Kyle stepping up. Speaking of stepping up, Boat 1, Wicked Team Racing, Doug Hendrickson. What? So we're waiting to get a launch on them as we get them into the water out here. Evidently having a problem getting the Jeep going there. So we will see the next boat out will be Doug Hendrickson and Nicole Muller. So this now makes for a very interesting day of racing, because with that 48... that puts Kyle Patrick right in the middle of the race for first. If you look at the previous times, a 48.910, so 0.05 of a second slower than the fastest boat in the class on the day for Kyle Patrick. When we said that this is a racing of tenths and hundredths of a second, I should have said tenths, hundredths, and thousandths of a second. Jesse Miller had a 48.910. Kyle running a 48.915. Kyle Patrick dialing it in. Doug Hendrickson and Nicole Muller. part of Wicked Team Racing, Dan Morrison's racing teammate. Doug's from Pasco, Washington. Nicole is from Idaho, Boise to be exact. They're sponsored by Ed's Automotive, 7-seaters, Powell BP Fuel, Lucas Oil, K&M, Snap-on Tools, Odyssey Battery. Okay, so Doug is on the 5-minute clock, waiting to get his boat in the water, as his boat is given the once-over. The way the 5-minute clock works is you are given a specific position that you need to come out into the water in. If you are unable, once the last boat is out and on the trailer, if your boat's not in the water and ready to go, you're on the 5-minute clock, and it is exactly 5 minutes. If you don't make it in within the 5-minute time frame, sorry. So that's where we're at now. Racing today brought to you by Grandview Grocery for all your grocery and fuel needs on the west side of town. The Eliminations also brought to you by Goodman Septic, where you're always number one in their number two business, a proud supporter of the ESP Racing. Here comes 01. Doug had a day best of 51.921. This is a nice fast run for Doug. Almost goes the wrong way, hangs on to it, pulls the cookie. When he went around there, his rooster tail actually stopped the clock. So he pulls it through, and we will wait now for an official time. Almost lost it, realized he took the wrong turn, corrected. 52.580 for Doug Hendrickson. We're still kind of conferring on that particular run with our spotters. While boat 88 makes it off the trailer. Boat 88. There's a question about how far Doug went down that other channel. So Jordy Cook, Deb Wabnager, in boat 88. Some bank. He keeps it in the water. He can keep going. Oh! Where is he? Go the other way. Ow! some wheels on it, and he's still in it. So we get the DNF. I just want to say that Lucy Joy Golden, you take a beautiful license picture. I know this because I'm holding on to your driver's license right now. So, Judy, or Lucy Joy Golden, you want to come up here, and if you don't, I will give your weight. I don't want to. Okay, so far we have 2 DNFs in the 400s. We have Darren Swindoll and Autumn in boat 47, and Jordy Cook and Deb Wabnager in boat 88. So, our 2 times right now. So, let's go down to the pits. Adam, who do you have with us?
Well, Bill, we were just talking to Dylan Cummings from TNT Racing, but he had to go get ready for his next race. But he said he's been shaving time off of his races all day long, and he's pretty thrilled for the fact that he has a truck engine in his sprint boat. So we'll see what he's got in the 4-cut.
All right. Dylan, always somebody who can surprise. So Bill Bentley and Dustin Patterson in boat 50 are warming up. Again, Lucy Joy, we have your license, your driver's license. And, oh, this is a good one. So, where? Cocapelli Grill. If you were over there and you have a Visa card and your name is Robert, your first name. I'm not going to give the last name. I have your Visa card. And I would love to buy myself a new flat screen TV. So, Robert, check for your Avion Visa card. If you were over at the Cocapelli Grill, we have your Visa up here at the booth. I'm not going to give a last name on it. You'll have to identify that yourself. But if you're a Robert with a Visa card, I have a Visa. Man, I can't wait until somebody brings me a cell phone so we can go through the photographs. Are you Joy? Come on over here. Pass that. Here we go. Back to racing. And I think he just broke his own record for the fastest DNF on the day. Hey, you take the consolation where you can get it, eh? That brings us to Scott Saxton and Frank Ferrand. Part of the 3 boats in the qualifiers that are in the under 50 crowd. Scott Saxton, the first of the Fat Buddies. The first Canadian racers, Corey Johnson and Gary McNeil, a few years ago. They would be here if not for the fact that they hadn't literally sucked a valve in Albany, burned a valve up, melted inside the engine. They at this point need a new engine as they work to try and get it back in. They were always a powerhouse, even when they were in the Supermods, moving up into the Superboats a couple of seasons ago. And it would have been great to see their Superboat here. They were the first of the Canadian racers, Corey and Gary. And from that point on, the Canadian contingent, the incursion from Canada, continues. Always great to see the Fat Buddies out here. So, Scott Saxton and Frank Ferrand. Which Scott Saxton shows up? The crazy, out of control Scott Saxton? Or Scott Saxton, the fire breather? Let's find out. It's racing at Extreme Sports Park. And that was 3 separate islands, 2 islands in a bank. So he gets the trifecta. So that will end the day for Scott Saxton. I'm beginning to wonder whether we're going to have any boats for a 4-cut. We still got 2 more chances to get 4 boats to make it into the 4-cut, as everybody in the 400 class, with the exception of Kyle Patrick and Doug Hendrickson, seem to be eliminating themselves. So now the pressure is on for Paul Gar and Taylor as they come out. Oh, happy birthday to Brandy Clark, who is having her 15th birthday today. So, Brandy, wherever you're at, happy birthday. Give Brandy a round of applause for being born. So the safety crew getting a workout and cooling off. Can't ask for a better day after last night's showers and the clouds this morning. We were kind of wondering what the day was going to shape up to be, but you couldn't ask for a better day of racing. The temperatures have stayed cool, which means that the boats are going to run a little bit faster than they do normally if things heat up above about 75, 80 degrees. So our time's still good, and so that's the end of the day for the Saxtons. All right, Squim's, well, one of Squim's favorite sons, in boat Livewire, boat number 2, Paul Gar, daughter Terry. He has looked oh so smooth today. So Paul and Taylor. One nice thing about the racing out here today is really we've been mostly free of mechanical issues. Always great to see, making sure that the numbers stay up. So Paul and Taylor, boat number 2. Here come the Gars from Squim. Job of setting his corners up. Mostly. Willie bringing it under 50. It's going to be tight. It's going to be close. Not quite. He gets it done, though. 50.639. Now our youngest driver, boat 9, Jesse Nepstad Miller and Logan Evans. They've been the boat to beat in the class all day. Finally being pressured at this point by Kyle Patrick. Running 5 thousandths of a second slower than Jesse's best run. Oh, Juanita's having her 21st
For those of
birthday.
you
Another person is
that are in the
celebrating
chat
before.
room, we're going to ask,
Happy birthday, Juanita.
most of you are keeping it very positive and keeping it to the boat race, so we're going to ask that everybody does that. We're doing our best here, and we're trying to bring you a great show.
So, will we have 4 boats make it into the 4 cut? So far, a lot of self-elimination in this class. The A400s, here we go. So far, he has not missed a corner. His lines are as tight as we've seen them all day, and yet he's running 50.981. The fastest person in the class now is Kyle Patrick. That is Jesse's slowest run of the day. So, we have quite an interesting elimination coming up in the 400 class where Doug Hendrickson will be the first one out, followed by Jesse Miller in boat 9, then Paul and Terry Garr, and the last boat out in the 4 cut in the 400 class will be boat 151. So our first super boat out is going to be boat 711. Screaming Eagle. Plug your ears. DNF. So, now it's up to Jeremy Brewer and Presley Lawler in boat 15M to put in a solid run to be able to say, yep, we are the champions. Boat 15M, the blazing fast Jeremy Brewer. about Jeremy and his racing style that even though he doesn't have to push it right now, he is. Unreal. Wow. Yeah. That's how you do it. 44.247 for your Superboat champion of the day. All right, now we're into the forecut. The forecut brought to you by First Federal Savings for all of your banking needs, strengthening our communities for 90 years. Also brought to you by Copycat Graphics, ESP's exclusive sign and banner sponsor, and Grandview Grocery for all of your grocery and fuel needs on the west side of town. First boat out, boat 049, it's the Coxes. It looks like he has flirted with disaster, but he hangs on to it. Clean run. .118. Boat 99, Dylan and Terry Cummings. .521 was his last time. A borrowed motor. It's actually a truck engine. See what Dylan can put together. Chugging going on. It's good. Call it good. 51.266. Dylan finds himself on the bubble. Anything better than that, and Dylan's racing day is over with. Didn't look like he was quite setting his corners up as smoothly as he was in his previous run. A couple of times he was swinging wide and coming very close to clipping islands. A little bit wide in the back end a couple of times. So he'll bring it in. But anything can happen with the last two boats, including boat 146. Jolly Roger Racing. So we wait for Dylan to have enough problem getting up there. Adam, do you have anybody down in the pits?
Yep, sure do, Bill. We're here with Scott Saxton from Fat Buddy Racing number 13. Scott, you guys had such a good qualifying rounds, right around 49, 50 seconds, and then got a little excited during the A-cut trying to make it to the 4-cut. And
Okay, Adam, you're going to have to move them a little closer to the pole over there.
All right.
Go ahead. Okay, so boat 146 will come out next.
He said it was going good, except for he got a little excited in the finals and missed a turn there.
All right, so overexcitement leads to, well, a good look at the crowd. 48.739 was Eric Werner's best time in boat 146, and that came in the 8 cut. How much more does this boat have left in it? How much more can he shave off just through superlative driving? Wow! For 7.955. And every run, Eric Werner shaves more time off. 0.8 of a second. 47.955. And now, boat 69, Dennis Hughes makes his way out. Dylan Cummings is eliminated on the bubble. Robert Cox in boat 49. Time for Dennis to beat 50.118. It just doesn't get any better. 46.639. 46.639. The Coxes are out of it. The duel, when we get into the finals, will be between boat 146 and boat 69, with a whopping 0.7 of a second separating their times. 0.1 of a second will likely determine the outcome of our finals. Now the 4 cut in the A400 class. So our first boat out will be Doug Hendrickson, who is not in the water yet. He is still up a ways in the pits. Adam, who do you have down there? Anybody?
We're down here with Jeremy Brewer and Presley Lawler of the Rum Runner, the champions for the Superboats today. Only 2 Superboats today, but still, a championship is a championship. How do you feel today?
You're going to have to get a little closer to the mic there, Adam.
I don't know why the mic doesn't seem to like them that much, but it's working fine for me. They say they're feeling good, though, and they're going to give it one more run for the crowds because they say it's a great crowd out here in Port Angeles. Okay,
I think you're going to have to get more over towards that post that's right there by the start pool. I think it's just a matter of distance in that board that you have there in front of you. All right, so boat number 1 is Team Wicked Racing with Doug Hendrickson. Anya Pendergrass of Remax is proud to be a sponsor of ESP Racing for all of your real estate needs. See Anya Pendergrass. Seven Cedars Casino, also a big supporter of racing here at the Extreme Sports Park. A big thank you to them for their major sponsorship and support over the years, helping to bring American sprint boat racing here to the Extreme Sports Park. And a thank you to Pen Print for all of your printing needs. George and Heather have always supported Wicked Racing and ESP. An exciting four-cut and eliminations coming up in the A400 class, where Doug Hendrickson makes it in with a time of 52.580 after almost getting the DNF as he turned towards the wrong channel. Doug got caught last time. No problem this time. And this could be his fastest run of the day on top of it. As he charges for home, he gets it done. His best run of the day. 48.524. For Doug Hendrickson, his fastest time of the day, and the fastest time on the course in the 400s on the day. So Doug Hendrickson, now the boat to beat in the 400s. That'll bring us to boat number 9. Fat Buddy Jr., Jesse Miller, Logan Evans, boat number 9. They had been running under 50 seconds all day long until their last run. Ideally, the time to beat would be 48.524. Still do it. He'll still get a time. Give it up for the kid. Clean run. So we'll wait for our time. Looked like it was about 61. So 61.828 for Jesse Miller. All right, that doesn't mean that he is out of it. We still have a couple of boats left, and anything can happen. But Jesse definitely on the bubble, as Paul Garr and Taylor in boat 2 from Squim come out. run. Jesse Miller is out of it. So it looks like 49.424. We'll wait to see if that is official. One of our crew members has left their radio on. If everybody can check their intercom and make sure that it's turned off so we can get an official time, it would be appreciated. As we wait for a time. Yeah, it's your radio. Turn it off. You're turned on. Thank you. So that is official. 49.424 with Kyle Patrick coming out. He had a 48.915. Paul Gar on the bubble. Almost loses it, hangs on to it. Oh, hits the bank. Those are the kind of mistakes that are going to knock him out of the finals. He's going to bring it in under 49. It's going to be a miracle if he does. He gets it. Can he beat 49.4? He does. 49.291. Paul Gar is out of it. Our final will be between Doug Hendrickson in boat number 1 and boat 151, Kyle Patrick and Rick Harris. So we have a couple of great finals coming up between the Supermods and the A400s. Don't forget, we are also going to be doing the drawing for the 50-50 raffle, so don't run away. Hundreds of dollars are going to be given away shortly. So our first boat out in the Supermods is going to be Eric Werner in boat 146. Adam, what's going on down in the pits?
Well, right now I'm down here with Jesse Miller, correct, the Fat Body Junior boat. Guys, got a little twisted up at the end there, just over 61 seconds, but still, for just a couple of kids, a pretty good race today. How do you guys feel?
Feel pretty good. A little disappointed that we screwed up there at the end, but figured we'd get time in case someone else managed to screw up and then we could get third, but it was pretty good overall.
How about the Port Angeles course? What do you guys think?
I think it's pretty good. This rotation was really technical and a lot in the middle, but I tend to like that kind of thing, so we'll see. It turned out pretty good.
Logan, what was that like for you navigating a course like this, just a kid out there?
Exciting, very exciting, especially being able to go with Jesse, who's not too far older than me.
So good going for Jesse Miller and Logan. Give them a round of applause. The kids did good today. All right, here we are, your finals in the Supermods. It has been a battle between these two boats all year long. When they square off head to head, it has been a battle of tenths and hundredths of a second. Boat 146 now. Eric Werner. Cavitation there, that's going to bleed time off. Cavitation is when the jet sucks in air. More cavitation. Nasty bounce. This is still going to be a very fast run, but he's losing time in these corners. So the run is good. What is the time? .478. Dennis Hughes had a 46.295 in the 8 cut. So the start eye is out.
Boat 69, Dennis Hughes and Mattia Haskey. The time to beat for them is 46.4. The clock is not going to work. You need to wave it off, guys. All right.
So we'll wait for the clock. This has got to be really tense for Dennis and Mattia, as they're expecting, they've got their timing down, they've got their routine down, waiting to make their way out, and they make it back up onto the trailer. And so we'll wait. The finals in the Supermods. The Super Modified class, brought to you by First Federal for all of your banking needs, strengthening our communities for over 90 years. Also, brought to you by Crown Distributing, your beer sponsor for the events here at ESP. All of the different events that go on here, they take care of the cold beverages, the adult beverages, the Bud and the Bud Light. And a reminder to you, if you've been over enjoying the beer garden, make sure that you have a designated driver to get you home if you're going to be taking off directly after the race. By the way, more fun to be had later on today after the racing at the first annual Liquid Mountain Music Festival. Multiple bands from as far away as Las Vegas are going to be performing. They have a full food, a full bar, and beer garden. Family-friendly event located at Lake Aldwell Road. You can look for the signs or jump in the shuttle that's going to be leaving the track after the races. For more information, you can check them out on your smartphone or your iPhone at the Liquid Mountain Music Festival. So Eric Werner has made the racing very interesting. That last run definitely putting pressure on the Hughes-Haskey team as we wait to get the eye working. Let's go down to the pits where Adam is standing by. Adam?
Thanks, Bill. The pits, and I've got Paul Gar. Paul, you were telling me earlier today that, of course, being from the area, it's always special, but you had somebody in the crowd today that made it even more special. Is that right?
Yes, I have a 93-year-old great uncle here, World War II vet. Russ Coons is in the audience, folks, and let's give him a round of applause for showing up today.
Give it up for Russ, 93 years young. By the way, let's give a big round of applause for all of our World War II vets that may be here in the crowd today. You've got some folks that did a lot for this country, and we want to thank them for that. By the way, if you have honor flights that go back to Washington, D.C. from the Olympic Peninsula, celebrate your honor flight. It takes World War II vets back to Washington, D.C. so they can see their World War II memorial, which was only finished just a few years ago. If you can, support your local area honor flight. Thank you very much to Paul and Adam down there in the pits. So we still wait. We're waiting for an update from our race controller to find out what our status is on the electric eyes. We still have one boat to come out in the Supermods and a final in the A400 class. So this might be a good time, while everyone is waiting for the finals, to show the racers how much you appreciate what they have done out here today for your entertainment. Let's give them the biggest round of applause heard here at Extreme Sports Park today. Give it up! I guarantee you every one of the racers down there appreciate that and the support that you're showing them. And, of course, the folks here, Dan Morris and everyone else at Extreme Sports Park, Kelly, all of them, Randy Alderson, all appreciate the fact that you're enjoying the race today. They work very hard to bring you an awesome day of racing, and it's always great to see the crowds here at ESP. A good crowd definitely out here today. Don't forget, if you're in part of the 50-50 raffle, we're going to do drawing. You want to do the drawing right now? And how much money are you going to give away? Somebody is going to win $653 coming up here in just a minute. So we'll be announcing that. So obviously we want to get this set up. So it looks like our prize goddess is reaching into the hopper. All right, the winner of $600+. Yellow ticket, 362410. 362410. Do you have that ticket? 362410. If you do, you're $600 richer. Congratulations to whoever you are that has that ticket. Come on over here to the booth, the announcer booth, and somebody is going to hand you a wad of bills. Speaking of which, did we ever get our credit card person to come pick up there? Okay. Darn it. There goes my flat screen. All right, so how are we going to do this, guys? Are we doing it by hand? Okay, so Dennis Hughes and Mattia Haskey now. The time to beat, 46.478. It's time for Dennis to bring the war. Swamping Eric Werner by 3 seconds. Oh my. He is going to take the checkered flag for a ride. Now I got to ask, has Dennis been sandbagging it all day? That was amazing. And I'm going to do some quick checking here. 43.897 puts him in about the same time as Jeremy Brewer in the Superboats. So you've got a Supermod boat with a Superboat time and a stellar final run by Dennis Hughes. That was breathtaking. Wow, what a great, awesome run. 362-410. If you have a yellow ticket, 362-410, $653 is waiting for you. All right, the 400 class. We have another final here. Coming up with Doug Hendrickson in boat number 1 and Kyle Patrick and Rick Harris in boat 151. Copycat Graphics is your exclusive sign and banner sponsor here at ESP. Also, Jordan Excavating. Thank you for helping build the track. Seven Cedars Casino, always a major sponsor here. And Penprint, for all of your printing needs. You need Penprint. They have always supported the racing here at ESP. Coming up a month from now, we are going to be back with the final race of sprint boats here this season. The final sprint boat race of the summer. It is going to be an awesome race. If you like what you've seen here today, you will love what you see a month from now. 2 weeks from today, the sprint boats will be duking it out in St. John, Washington, in the eastern part of the state, at Webb Slough. Go to webbslough.com to get your tickets. Here we go! Kyle Patrick, boat 151. That corner has been hammering him all day long. Got it. He needs to turn around. Give him around. It was a clean run. Ugly, but clean. 71.439. Well, at this point, it really comes all down to Doug Hendrickson. For Doug Hendrickson to not win, he's going to have to defeat himself. And to be honest here, Doug is a ferocious competitor. But, as we've seen, things can go wrong. So, he's off the trailer. Congratulations going out to Dennis Hughes, our champion in the Supermods today. Congratulations to Jeremy Brewer in the Superboats. Who will be your champion in the 400 class? Likely in under 60 seconds, we will find out. Thanks to MAV TV for showing up today. You guys have been absolutely great. For those of you watching on Ustream.tv, thanks for being here. Thanks to my compatriot Adam Posgay, who's down in the pits, and the work that he has done today. My name is Bill London, and I will see you here a month from now, but we still have a little bit of racing to go, and Doug's taking it easy. He doesn't need to push it too hard. Just needs to bring it home. like he will. There's your champion. He gets it good. .161. And that is your final in the 400 class. Doug will take the checkered flag for a ride. And our winner of $600 has shown up. Congratulations. Jessica Larson is our winner, and she is a very happy lady. According to Jessica, she's now heading off to Mexico. All right, give it up for Doug Hendrickson, the Wicked Team. Vote 1. Thank you so much for joining us at the Extreme Sports Park. 1 month from now, we'll be racing again. A big thank you to our safety crew. You did a great job out there today, guys. We're going to have a flag run coming up for Jeremy Brewer. We'll still have a few more boat runs after Jeremy Brewer, the super boat driver, takes it out for a spin. We'll still have a couple of more runs as we do what's referred to as sponsor rides. We'll have 7 different sponsors that will be given rides. A reminder, more fun at the Liquid Mountain Music Festival going on down on Lake Aldwell Road. Look for signs or jump in the shuttle from the track after the race today. You can find out more information on Liquid Mountain Music Festival. Multiple bands from as far away as Las Vegas. First time they have done this. This is the first annual event, one that hopefully will go on for many years. Remember, if you are over in the pits, make sure that you are not smoking over there. As you leave through the pits, please make sure that your cigarettes are extinguished. Definitely a fire hazard in that area. Tomorrow morning, if you're looking for some breakfast, the PA Port Angeles Lions Club will have the eats for you. Nicely done, restaurant quality. That would have been a 42.35 for Jeremy Brewer. Yes, we were keeping track. We'll give him the checkered flag, and he'll take another spin around. So a great run for Jeremy. By the way, if you want to see some great action photographs from today's racing, make sure you go to the American Sprint Boat Racing website, ASBRacing.com. Jim DeFord, the official American Sprint Boat Racing photographer, will have his shots up there. Jim has been following Sprint Boat Racing for many years, and I'm telling you, you can't beat his action shots of these boats. So make sure that you start checking them out at asbracing.com. Island Hoppers, we have a few sponsor rides coming up, so please remain in position out there.
All right, folks. We want to thank you for joining us for our first ever ASB Sprint Boat Race here in Port Angeles, Washington. We're going to have another race coming up 4 weeks from today, September 7th, for the national finals. 2 weeks from today, we will be in St. John, Washington, for another race there. But the final race of the season will be right back here in Port Angeles. That will be September 7th. So this will be the end of our actual racing for the day. There will be a couple more sponsor rides, and I do not know what we're doing for awards. That's kind of a big unknown right now. So we are going to stay on the air until I find out. But I do want to thank you once again for joining us here on our first ever live broadcast of ASB Sprint Boat Racing from Port Angeles, Washington's Extreme Sports Park.
There will be some breakfast tomorrow morning. The Lions Club will have breakfast.
Lots of good eats tomorrow, the Port Angeles Lions Club. And if you haven't checked out any of the vendor booths on your way out, maybe pick up your favorite team's T-shirts. They're over there and available for you. A final thank you to all of our sponsors for Sprint Boat Racing today. First Federal for all your banking needs and strengthening our community for 90 years. First Federal is your bank. Mobilt RV, RV trailer and sales and service, a place to go for all of your RV service needs. Lakeside Asphalt Paving Company, a huge thank you to George and Renee Peabody and the Lakeside construction crew. Their constant contributions are much appreciated here in Port Angeles. Also, Peninsula Bottling Company, your Pepsi distributor, a huge sponsor of ESP since they got started things here a couple of years ago. A big thank you to them for the Pepsi Challenge. The Elwha River Casino, thank you to the Elwha tribe. Go check them out. They're only 3 miles from the park. All Weather Heating and Cooling is a proud sponsor of ESP since their start a few years ago. Copycat Graphics also is the exclusive sign and banner sponsor here. If you have signage needs, you need banners and stuff, take a look at the banners you see out here. They're the ones that did them. They do great work. Grandview Grocery, also for all of your grocery and fuel needs on the west side of town, go stop by Grand